Welcome. Mitch Archon here with Calnevo Realty. I want to take you through a quick market update as of July 9, 2020. Keep everybody on the same page as to what's happening in the Northern Nevada real estate markets. Let's jump in. First thing you see is pricing. Pricing is holding up fine during the coronavirus update. You can see that on a month basis, over here, this column, which shows June 2020 over June 2019, that there's a range, but generally up. Carson Valley was down. Sparks had a new median price high, all-time high of $395,000. That was the recent high before that was $389 in February of this year, I believe. I like to show this to you on a normalized view. So over here on the right-hand side, what you see is the average of the last 6 months appreciation rate. And what you see is a more balanced view. You can see that we're all ranging here in the range of between 3 and 8%. And that will likely continue based on what we're seeing in the markets. With regards to inventory, you can see that we are substantially down from where we were 1 year ago. And that is a kind of a big theme in today's market. Inventory is way down, and you can see it's down by about half of what we were seeing just 12 months ago in July of 2019. Home sold volume, you can see it's mixed. You can see that Sparks and Carson City are up. These markets that are down are really showing the tail end of the shelter-in-place period that we went through here for the first half of May, obviously from the middle of March to about the middle of May. So we're seeing some of that still working through the system, but it will be out in 1 more month. That'll be behind us. And this is showing, of course, a lagging indicator, which we've already been talking about here in these reports. Month supply of inventory, the key indicator as to whether we're in a buyer or seller market, as you can see here, is also substantially down. And that is a function of the inventory being down as well as the sales being increased, sales activity increasing. So the markets have tightened up. Let's talk for a moment about the impact to the markets from COVID-19. All the numbers I'm going to share with you here really start from the time that we had the shelter-in-place order, which was about March 16th of this year. The big theme here is that new contracts on homes going under contract, is actually up 6% compared to 2019 during that same period. So we've effectively removed any downside that we had and fully recovered, and then we're up 6%. New listings, on the other hand, are down 30%, which reflects what we saw in the prior chart. You can see visually here what's happened with new pending sales and with new listings. This information is region-wide through all of the Northern Nevada regional MLS. Specifically, when you look at this on a week-by-week basis, this chart will show you the new pended homes each week. And you can see that we came down through here and have a pretty almost perfect V curve. And then we are way ahead for the last several weeks of where we were in 2019. So this increase in activity is what is overcompensated from the decrease we saw during the shelter in place. And it's also what's contributing towards that month supply of inventory getting pushed down, because we're not getting the inventory that we should be getting compared to a year ago. We're down 30%. With this increased activity here, we have a decrease in month supply of inventory, which makes the market better for sellers. Looking over the same time period at new listings, you can see that we didn't get the same bounce with the V type of curve, and we have been lagging every week since the shelter-in-place order on new listings coming on the market. Again, decrease in supply, increase in demand, that puts upward pressure on prices and tightens things up. So a quick summary, the June sold home numbers are down. It's mixed, but most of them are down. That will clean up here for next month because we're still working through that downward trend that you saw from the shelter in place. With regards to the recovery, new homes going under contract or new pendings was a V curve, as you saw, kind of a nice clean V curve, nice bounce back. The new home listings, on the other hand, is what we would call an L curve, where it comes down and it makes more of an L shape and has been bouncing around below where it was a year ago. As I said, the markets continue to move deeper into seller territory. Other key factors down here below that we should be aware of is that I think that we're, for the most part, past the shelter-in-place issues, which we've talked about, and I've shown you in the charts. However, we still do have two long-term aspects to this coronavirus and its impact economically. One of them is unemployment. In May of 2020, I couldn't find June numbers, but May of 2020, the state of Nevada had a 25.3% unemployment, which is very high. I think it's one of the highest in the nation. The North is faring better than the state at large. Northern Nevada has a range of unemployment. That's in the Reno, Carson, and Douglas MSAs, or metropolitan statistical areas, between 14 and 16%. So we're seeing a faster or better recovery in the North than the state is at large. The state numbers are primarily dominated by Clark County, Las Vegas. The mortgage forbearance is another factor that could have some impact longer term on the coronavirus. These two things will play out over time. We're just dealing with the immediate issues, which you can see we've pretty much fully recovered. So if you have any questions, please leave a comment down below here in the YouTube video. Give a reply to an email if you received an email to see this video. We have the full market report available just below the video here on YouTube. You can click that link and have, I think it's like 30 pages of charts and reports that go into each individual market if you want to drill down and see what's happening in any specific market. Again, my name is Mitch, Calneva Realty. I appreciate your watching. Please reach out. We have agents in Reno and the Carson Valley. We service the region from our two offices, and we'd be happy to help you in any way we can. Thank you very much. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.